Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see, here in our island of Halloween. Welcome back to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Previously, we solved a murder and defeated a mutt. Yeah, Dog came back, and now he's in heaven. Heaven is quite upset now. He was the worst good boy I've ever met. But here we're in Creepy Land. The land of Cronenbergs, body horror, and giant fish. Giant fish never wants to say hi. So it's time to get spooky for Halloween. Let's move some skulls around. Those aren't worms, that's actually flammable gas. For some reason, I have the compulsion to block it up. By the way, who's afraid of needles? I have a slight fear of needles myself. Just, the kind that, I don't want it in my body. As a general fear. But I'm not really fear of looking at needles itself, but some people might be. And this is the land of fear. Especially if you're afraid of bones, and flesh, and eyeballs, and battles. Looks like we need bird here. And we could get some confidence! I feel confident that that arm is going to shiv me. Or shank me. With a rusty hook. That's definitely going to Buck, because he's our attack person. Even though that does give a bit of mat, too. That could be good for Helga. I keep on skipping the battles, and that time that wasn't intentional. It's just that whenever you jump, you lose the battle you're in. But plenty of spooky. Look at all this spooky! It's a skeletal fop. And there's an interesting thing about the skeletal fop. You could steal things off him. They're like that Skitter Bones that we met in the Wilted Lands. You could steal a bone and kill him instantly. But you only have 25% chance of getting the right bone. Like I have 25% chance of getting the right volume. That should work. I'm gonna try stealing that one. You only get one shot. Oh boy, a battle! Oh, I chose the wrong one. Then again, it is a 25% chance. If you could kill him, you'll get a lot of money. Speaking of which, you should go back to easy mode. I don't intend on fighting a boss today. More skull! What, I should move this skull already. Save me the trouble later. Because it's gonna take quite a while to move this skull where I want it to go. I want to block up that gas in front of that crack in the wall. Because there's another crack I want to go to first. But I need fire to be able to do anything with this. So spoiler, we're going to be learning how to use fire today. Alright, that's properly blocked up. Let's see, what else is here in spooky Halloween land? Hey, a town! Some kind of pseudo-Timmies. Speaking of Timmy, I saw him. It's the Scriffs. No, don't eat bird, I shake. Well, at least you have some scruples. He only eat bird. Mr. Robin is pretty much selling... Give me a second. Stupid fly. There's one fly in here, I haven't managed to kill him yet. The rest of his brethren have gone to fly heaven already. Well, back to what I was saying, she's selling everything that you find in the mute notes, except for these. A mainframe and the Kinstery. So we got futuristic items in the land of Halloween. Also, I could have sworn I used up some Chococolas. Oh right, yeah, I bought them up after I defeated Dog. Well, the Scriff are rather primitive in their ways. No money to be made here. Speaking of which, hey Timmy! So he was on the sea worm too. Did you appreciate the name of it? He was a stowaway. You little rapscallion. It's like meeting a caveman. Or Gastornis. I said it during Zelda that I was related to Dinornis. I was mistaken. It's Gastornis. I can make this mistake. Oh yeah, I wanted to shake you, not talk to you. Wrong button. Yay! Victory shake! You should have met me, you should have visited. This is a disappointment shake. Also, if I could turn Jimmy the right way, maybe he could look like he has mouse ears. But I don't think I could do it. But man, it would have been cool. For a little while. The Scriff Chief. Scriff is actually a weird word to say. It's hard to emphasize the F. Plants can't eat you. Do not get it. You don't want to get it ate by the plant. Or maybe I wanted to get you ate. This one's found a statue. Ew. So they're more rats than mice. The mice make muffins, the rats collect garbage. Ah, darn it. I hate when those cursed statues ruin my nightmares. So he has a poltergeist on his hands. In the land of Halloween. So spooky. Let's go inside the skeleton and find out. Hey, this statue looks familiar. I'm gonna have to tell Mr. Marvelous it's here. But I heard that. I heard that. Stop being spooky. I said stop. You're still spooky. Okay, do I have to get a young bird and an old bird? I'm gonna have to exercise this place with a Ring Fit adventure. Spooky Ghost! This is the Rotting Jack-o'-lantern. He is resistant to physical attacks, so we're gonna have to use magic on him. Luckily, he's undead, so he's weak to sunshine. Buck is kind of, missing out, though. And Helga, all she has is a black spiral. And that Master Criminal, but this guy doesn't have anything to steal. But he takes normal damage from magical attacks, double damage from holy attacks. Luckily, me and Jonathan got the holy going on here. Sadly, no one else. You would think Helga would at least get sunshine, but no. Use some hook. That concentrate means that he just improved his attack power at the cost of his mana. So that means his spells, if he uses them, has even more power. And he has fire magic. But we're just gonna overwhelm him with sunshine. He ain't gonna get a chance. We're gonna Bee Stinger the ghost until it can't move anymore. And we killed it with a hook. So that's gonna be about $3,000 for extermination fees for this griff. This guy was just loaded with experience. Ghost busted! Oh no. This took a turn for the grim already. Wow, was he really that bad at being a bear? He's a ghost now. He has ghost powers. Yeah, let's see if we could go back in time now. Well, thus is with Ghost. Now you're being haunted. Haha, serves him right for disrespecting a ghost. Jimmy's a poltergeist now. Take that, living people. It's exhausting being a ghost, though. Stupid living and their livingness. Let's go get Buck. Revenge! Is that Buck, I presume? There's some weird knocking on my wall, but I know that's the furnace heating up. In the kitchen, right next door. But yeah, Buck likes his scary movies. Maybe we should give him a real scary movie. Oh. Maybe he's having some kind of weird seance. Ouija board stuff. It's Helga. Jimmy was about to enter his nest phase. She's having memories. Sad memories. Poor Helga lost her Jimmy. That's a downer on this ghost mood. Poor ghost Jimmy. And now we are ghosts. We have fire magic now. We could burn things! Man, it's great being a ghost! Fire! Fire! Not fire bolt, just fire one. Fire... not Ara. Not Aga either, just fire. So let's go ahead and visit the chief. We're ghosts now. You owe us a lot of money for busting this ghost right here. We're in the blood marshes. They're a good scriff. He's been teaching them not to eat human boys. Eat bugs instead. Sounds like a good time. It's a pretty good life. But I'm gonna have to shake you down for that money now. It's my traditional greeting. Let's not do yours. Let's just stick with shaking. We didn't have to talk to this guy either. Oh, yes we did. I must have forgotten. But yeah, don't eat human boys, especially when they shake you. They might have the shake disease. Nah, I'm good. Oh, this entire point was to get ghost power. So these giant plants... Wow, that was terrifying. I regretted that. But hey, at least I got my HP back. So now we could burn things. Before we do anything with that though, yeah, let's just blow things open. Why the heck not? I hear people chatting in the other room next to me. They don't know that might get picked up on the microphone. Because they're getting quite loud. A slaughter table! Yep, that's what I expected here in the land of Halloween. I think they got the message now. Maybe. So, oh, I had to do something with skulls. Right, I wanted you to show that battle, but I needed to rectify something. But I just remembered I forgot to show you Ghost. He gives you a mat every level. And he has fire magic. And bigger fire magic. And he could change his HP into MP, but that's not the best ability he has. It's Mana Burn. Gives you an extra 50% to attack and mat for 5 turns at the cost of 50% of your MP. And it's instant, so you can do something else after you do it. Which is really, really good. I forgot what I was doing now, so I'm just gonna burn this. That is still terrifying! Well, at least you saved Captain Fish. Why did it have to scream when it died? I don't like that. That implies that plant had vocal cords. He's still an idiot, though. How do you feel about this idiot? Oh yeah! Well, looks like he was noticed after all. Timmy does not have Sneak 100. So at least we saved the captain. That's no relevance. It's just a B story that'll play itself out. And you get no battles in town. Something new I learned today. I do want to get into a battle now. I'll make it up to you, because there's some enemies here. There we go. Yeah, this is exactly the enemies I fought before. The swamp gas is resistant to physical, and everything else is flammable. So I like using combust. Might as well, I have all this MP things I'm not using. Fire explosion! Obviously, as the mage, Jimmy's really good at killing massive amounts of enemies at once. And we get an extra mat every level. So that just makes his magic even magicer. I'm gonna have to take this skull over here. This might take a while, so I want to talk about that Halloween stream. I am kind of disappointed that not many people made it. But, you know, maybe it had life things. Maybe you weren't interested in Rad or Noida. I don't know, I wasn't interested in Rad for the most part. I thought we were gonna get cool stuff. There's like a snake head, you could... spikes come out of you and all that. But none of that happened, we got bat wings instead, and that's when I started to regret my decision. Also, Noida is just so much better. If you missed it, we made some kind of magical concoction. It was amazing. And we shot things with wands. That's also amazing. It was kind of like this. Except I couldn't find explosions. This gives us more prizes, like eyes. The disembodied eyes are actually relevant. And a bucket of stink. The music for this zone. So that's all the stuff. That's all the things. I kind of wanted to get to a skeletal fob, because their HP is pretty good. Also, ghosts can go over gaps too, if you don't feel like being bird. Oh hey, skeletal fob! Let's give it another shot. My wing got caught in the earbud string. Let's see... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Touch a skeletal fob by the bone. That is dirty. That is stop. It's this one. I'm going with this one. Hopefully it's a good one. Ah! It's his funny bone. Everyone knows a skeletal fop has no sense of humor. I really wanted to get money. Lots of money. I mean, I have plenty of money now, but I wanted more of it. Through the land of needles, to a Cthulhu wall! Excellent! Burn the Cthulhu wall! This is how we progress. I don't like progressing in here. Alright, let's try this one more time. I could stop wasting my turns by just using Helga's Master Criminal, but she only does it once and it costs MP. And I don't want to do that. I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling that one. Is it filled with money? It's his money bone! Yes! Not too much experience points, but lots of dollars. I got lots of money now. That's like the highest money in the game. For right now. He's getting that skeletal fop and stealing his bone. Oh, hello. Secret passage! Eyeball zone. It's a spooky zone. So this is off the beaten track. Where does this lead? I do want to fight these things for experience points. Especially since we have a necromancer here. Necromancers also have fire magic. The same as me. But he's weak to getting a hook in the face. See if he can necromancy himself back to life, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, that kind of stuff's going on in here. This area is basically Body Horror 101. Bones and flesh and teeth everywhere. Oh, we got this thing now, the Bramble Bush. The Bramble Bush will counter anybody that attacks it physically. So I'm just gonna have Helga and Jonathan Black Spiral that thing. That was a little bit too much Black Spiraling. I'm not quite sure what dictates crits in this game. I don't know if it's just luck or something else, but we've been getting a lot of criticals. And that's kind of like a Jimmy in general. You get lots of criticals in this game. It's like a 50% chance. Teeth. Buck! Well, to be honest, a lot of these enemies are physical immune. You're really just for punching things. Especially with your mixtape and your rusty hook. Buck just really hates this level. He just hates it the most. He's just punching the heck out of it till it leaves. What's with teeth? I don't understand teeth. They're creepy looking. They're like really small beaks. And that's just weird. We're already inside your mouth. It's supposed to be your mouth. You're doing it wrong. I went from terrified to being upset. And now I'm even more upset. Spooky passageway. Creepy paper. I can't stop thinking about creepy paper. Guess we could get some more imagination experience. And some monster teeth. That's going on, Buck. Because that's even better attack. 10%. Compared to Jack's, where it just gives you a set amount. So that means Buck gets even buckier. He'll punch a hole right into that wall. Don't mind me, I'm just doing these battles so I could get some pumpkin levels. Some ghost levels. It is called the Rotten Jack-o'-lantern. I like calling it Ghost. Because it's exactly what it is. Let's check for more presents. That ain't a present, that's a buck. You're gonna push-ups, alright. It looks like Buck would appreciate a Ring Fit adventure. Just saying, he seems to be the fitness sort. Of course, he uses his fitness to hit people in the face. Oh, I did not appreciate that entrance. So, welcome to Eyeball Zone. And this is probably setting off people's fear of really small holes. What is it called? Porophobia? The fear of a lot of holes in one place? I hope nobody has that, because they'd be getting creeped out by this level. Surely. Maybe a fear of mouth, a fear of bones, fear of darkness. This place is just phobias incarnate. Fear of teeth? As long as there's no bats, because I have an extreme chiroptophobia. If I get afraid, I fight back. I opt for the fight in Fight and Flight. Especially when it's a bat. Especially when it's a buck. He's not good at the English. Well, Jimmy likes to hang out with Lars, and he's not much of a fitness buff either, if you heard him. If you've seen him, and you've seen him, Jimmy and Lars prefer video games. They would also enjoy a Ring Fit adventure. Me, I can't. I can do the ring stuff. It's just that, it asked me to put my knees to my chest, and I'm like, it's already there, buddy. Learn your anatomy. Learn your ornithology. You know, this area would be a lot creepier if it wasn't so dark, because then we could see more of the bones, and the mouths, and the eyeballs. It would have been creepier that way. You're actually detracting from the creepiness. Hey, that's a different kind of buck. Kinda looks like Kumatora. I'm not quite sure what he's saying here, but something tells me that Buck was a different kind of brother back in the past. What happened to you, Buck? Was it the music? The horror movies? Or did you just become a big jerk? Well, we got a screaming face. That's exactly what you see when you see a boner on the screen. It's Halloween! The downside is I can't emergency exit out. And I have to do something with this, sooner or later. I'm gonna get into a battle, because I want to try something with that. Jonathan doubles the items he uses. Can Jonathan use an item on this screen? In the combat screen? No, we can't. Okay! That means, what's his name? Casey did think of everything. Because I was gonna get a +6 and put it on Jimmy. So I might as well just use it now, right? It's, Jimmy's gonna be the star of the show, obviously. So every stat on him is better. Because you never know when you might be losing out on somebody. I mean, we lost, no, we didn't lose party members yet, but let me tell you, we're gonna lose party members. Because there's so many more party members we need to enlist. Like, we don't have Andrew. We don't have Lars. We might meet some other colorful characters, too. So obviously we can't have Buck and Helga and Jonathan hanging around. Someone's gonna have to take a loss. But we do have to walk all the way back out of this. Right here. All the spooky. All the creepy. You didn't get enough of the creepy. That's what Casey thinks. You need double creepy going in and coming out. That's it. That's life in the spooky business. It's scarier coming up and down. But everything loses its shock value now that I've already seen it. Yeah, spooky hands, so what? Spooky, spooky, spooky. Creepy, creepy. Creepy, creepy, spooky. Creepy, spooky, creepy. They might as well have just been whispering that this entire area. You just get desensitized from it after a while. Especially when you're me and you grew up on horror movies. Kaiju movies, grindhouse horror, really bloody stuff. People doing the sexy out in the woods, get hacked up by some kind of chainsaw maniac. It happens. This is a good place to stop. Next time on Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Get ready for more spooky. Good night, folks.